Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you guys. We got this legend on the show tonight, the MMA-Holes, so make sure you hit the like button, and I'll be right back.
Wonderful, wonderful.
It's time for the MMA-Holes!
From the Before They Knew studios of Arizona, we're live with the MMA-Holes!
Wonderful, wonderful.
Welcome to the stream, friends. I am here. I am live. My name is Chris, Mystic Moss, King of the Dragons, and I will be your host for the evening. Tonight, we have a spectacular show planned for you. I've been doing this for 7 years, and I've seen the greatest of the great in the world of mixed martial arts on the program, and I have a treat for you guys tonight. Tonight on the show, we have a gentleman that's stopping by, taking time out of his busy schedule. He's got an incredible story, and we're going to introduce him live. You ever hear of a man called the Pittsburgh Kid? Well, let me introduce you, the chat, to a man who really needs no introduction, but I'm going to give it to you anyway. Paul Spadafora, live on the MMA-Holes. Let's go, baby.
Thank you for having me. What's up?
Paul, thank you for coming on, and you have your beautiful wife, Nadine, with you, correct?
Yeah.
There you go. Nadine, welcome to the show as well. Behind every great man, there's an even greater woman, right?
You can't make that up.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Paul Spadafora, I like the Italian name, full-blooded Italian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We was just over to see my family. We was there for like a month, and yeah, full-blooded time.
There you go. People have been sliding into the DMs. They're like, "Oh my God, the Pittsburgh Kid! You're a legend over in Pittsburgh." And then what happened? You left them and went over to Las Vegas. When did you make the move?
I made the move like 2 years ago. I was doing bad.
Mm-hmm.
My girl she was like.
I was living out here for a while. I've been living out here since 2014.
She was hearing about me. She didn't know she still loved me.
No, I still loved you.
No, you didn't know. But she was hearing about me. She said, I got to go get him because I don't want nothing bad to happen to him, probably.
Because he almost died like a couple of times in the last year that he was in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Wow. And you said this is 2 years ago, correct?
Yeah, I flew into Pittsburgh and our son started fighting at the time. So I was like, why don't you come out here and train Gino, blah, blah, blah. And I bought us like tickets to come out here and he ran from me the first day, like literally ran. So then the next day he finally got on the plane and came out and then he's been out here ever since. Like,
wow.
We get home sometimes, but I try to keep him out here.
I tell you what, you could tell he's madly in love with you and it's a beautiful thing to see, you know? I tell you, and I was in New York for a little while. I moved off to Arizona. I left New York and went to warmer weather as well. So I get it. I understand. Sometimes you need a change in life, right? And here you are.
Yes.
Yeah. And now you have your gym out of your garage and you're training kids and you're doing your thing over there. So how do you like in Las Vegas?
I love it. I'm doing good. I'm doing so good. I'm just relaxing. I'm doing good. Listen, but I was out DLX. I was working and all this and all that, but I just wanted to open my own gym.
Yeah, it's easier for us here because
I have a motorcycle and I don't want to drive there all the time like that. I ain't that good on a bike.
Yeah, it's so much easier when you got it right at home, right? You can.
Yeah, exactly. I wake him up and I'm like, AI's outside or B's outside, and he like wakes up, brushes his teeth, they're warming up, and then he just starts his day. And then I try to make him done by like 8 because he don't eat all day that he trains. He won't eat until he's done.
Wow. Is
so
it like
if he ain't done until 9 o'clock, he don't eat till 9 o'clock. So I try to like cut him down at least by 8.
My trainer Tommy and Keller taught me about fasting. I do that. I've been doing it for a while now, probably like 6 years.
You know, that's interesting. I want to start fasting myself. I've tried it here and there for a couple of days. Have you noticed a big difference?
What did you say? What did you say? You tried it.
Yeah, I tried.
No such thing as trying. You gotta do it.
So you're saying just stop eating, right?
Well, I did it for 21 days before.
Do it. I'm telling you.
Don't beat me up, man. Jeez. Yeah.
Water, lemon, and coffee. You're allowed to have black coffee. Don't add the sugar. Do the right thing.
Yeah.
And whenever you eat what she made, oh my God.
She could cook, huh, Nadine? You can cook?
Well, I don't eat meat, so I eat a plant-based diet. So most of my food's like really healthy.
Oh, wow. Does that get expensive? Because I would love to do something like that, but man.
I don't know. Because I feel like I eat pretty simple. Like on my like days that I don't really feel like cooking, I'll just make like garlic, spinach, mushroom, and like a sweet potato. And that's all I'll eat all day. I might eat like an apple in a day or maybe a salad, but like I don't eat a lot throughout the day. You know what I mean?
And you know what though, too? Let me tell you something.
Pistachios. I'll eat nuts.
Even for the people that are fighters, like I would, if I was a fighter, like say I'm fighting now, I would definitely do that. But I would just add a protein shake.
Yeah, just add extra protein.
It's protein shake, and then when you get like 2 protein shakes in you, then have a good meal after it's done working.
There you go. Wow. So you got it all figured out. You find yourself constantly evolving? Like as you get older and stuff like that, you're always changing your diet, your routines.
I don't get better than I want to live.
Yeah. Wow.
Paul's really open-minded too, so it's cool that
you learn off everybody.
Yeah, sure.
He has a growth mentality.
Now, I want to explain to the community here, all right? So we run a show that covers the UFC and mixed martial arts and all that stuff, and this is in the boxing world over here. You have a record of 49-1-1 as a professional boxer. You've seen some crazy things along your way to becoming that 49-1-1 boxer, and I want to.
I can fight.
I'm sorry.
I can fight. I can fight.
Yeah, I bet. I mean,
like,
that record.
You know, MMA dudes fight.
Yeah,
I can fight, but I never thought about it like this. Look, I never thought about that. You know, the MMA, they do their thing. They rap, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, now they call us strikers, guys that can fight from here.
Yeah,
I can fight from that way, but in a different way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's a big difference. Yeah, within mixed martial arts, the strikers, and if you take them out of that and put them in the boxing world,
you knock them out.
Exactly, they get pieced up, right?
Knock them out.
And and correct me if I'm wrong here. It's got to be because you're protecting different things, right? You're protecting kicks, and so you got to strike differently, right? If you're an MMA or
yeah, but you got to draw them into that. If you're striking, you got to draw them into that pump fake.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they get hit with the pump fake, boom, they get caught. And then whenever you get caught one time, you hear me, Nanny? One time, and guess what? Boom, boom. Now it's over.
Yeah. And you have a book that's out. It's called Fighting Till the End. Okay. And I mean, you're in the ring. You're still training. Are you still competing, or are you just staying in shape? Okay. Yeah. So now you're in the coaching world right now, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And if you could give me, a little peek down memory lane. Okay. How did you get into this? I know you grew up on the mean streets of Pittsburgh, right? I mean, like you were.
How didn't I get into it?
Yeah. A lot of stuff, right?
What else would I know how to do?
Yeah. So
like no. You're saying yeah. I was boxing when I was 14. I was done learning. I didn't know school, fuck all that, and didn't do nothing else. All I was doing boxing.
Yeah. Wow. 14 years old and a lot of fights in the street or school and stuff like that.
What? I there wasn't too many schools I was allowed in.
Oh, Wait, so
How many teams were you in your childhood?
About 40.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so you were moving a lot, so you couldn't even plant your roots.
You can't keep fighting the principles.
Yeah. You got into fights with your teachers and stuff like that too? Or?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. Wow. And you knew how to box, so you probably really fucked them up, huh?
No.
Okay.
No. But it was okay though. I did okay. I didn't do great.
Yeah. And
nowadays I do great.
Yeah, I'm sure. I see you on your YouTube channel over there. And by the way, go subscribe. We'll in the chat, moderators, if you could put his YouTube channel. Paul's got a gym in his garage, and he's training a lot of these guys, and it's very interesting. And you're in great shape, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. You gotta stay healthy, though, I think.
Yeah. I mean, for sure. And you still have that speed and everything. But like when you were starting, I mean, I'm sure it was tricky, right, to pick up, the technique and stuff like that. So when did it click that, wow, I can really fight?
Well, when I went into the gym, I was in the gym for one day. I fought 3 weeks later. And then I realized I fought the Golden Glove, we was young, junior guy. I was only 14. So, you know what I mean? I fought the champion, and I stopped them. And PK just told me that's the only thing I need to do is fight.
Wow. So at 14 years old, you're going in there against Golden Gloves guys, correct? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Wow. And parent situation. I know you've been through some stuff, family wise. What did your parents or your family think of you getting into this? Did they care? Did they not care?
Well, my father was a Golden Glove fighter.
Okay.
Not a pro. My grandfather was a professional fighter. My cousin is Joey Maxim. You might never heard of him. Mm-hmm. You ever heard of Joey Maxim?
Unfortunately, no. I'm probably someone in my chat has.
He beat Sugar Ray Robinson when it was all heat.
Wow.
You heard me? He beat Sugar Ray Robinson all heat, though. You heard me?
Yeah, I hear you. So this is
real hot.
Yeah. It's in your blood, man. You were born into this. So as a kid, I
always had a heavy bag.
Yeah. Wow. And so your father, your grandfather was like, this is your path, right?
And my brother was number 4 in the country.
Wow.
Amateur. We all boxed.
No kidding. So as you're coming up as a boxer, and I looked, you have like 70 something amateur fights. Is that correct?
90 fights.
90.
Plus, he used to go to the prisons and fight, like during the weekdays. They would take
4 days a week.
Yeah, to the prisons, and he would fight the prisoners
for 2 years.
For 2 years, that isn't on his amateur record.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that much now. As
I can fight.
Yeah,
I'm just telling you, I can fight.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I mean, listen, I went back into your catalog.
I'm telling you that.
Yeah, well, I know. I mean, the way you're talking to me, I'm shitting in my. I have shit in my pants right now.
I'm not lying about that.
I literally have a pants full of shit right now. I'm so scared right now because you're going to punch me through the screen. I'm a little nervous. Yeah. You're not going to hurt me, are you? I'm just messing with you. So all that experience fighting, right? 90. You said 90 AMI fights. Is that? Am I getting that correct?
90 amateur fights.
Wow.
90 amateur fights.
On top of the 50 professional fights. So are you fearful of what that could have done to your brain? I mean, all that repetitive damage.
He's in the Cleveland Clinic study.
Oh, okay. So CTE. That's got to be a thing right here. Okay. So you're in this study. When did you get into this study?
Well, the first time he was there was back, I think, in 2015. And then when he came out here to live, I got him into the study out here. And so last year was the first year he was out here. And then he has to go, I think, in April. And what they do is they measure your brain every year and see how much it's like, deteriorating.
Hey, listen to this, though. Listen to this. When I was fighting, my last fight, and the old crazy child sport, you hear me? Mm-hmm. Crazy. I'm like, bro, you can't turn me down. I ain't passed the test. So you hear me? You can't turn me down. You have to do this. So he did that, and I got the fight. I paid my child support. I was good. Yeah.
Wow.
I was fucked up though.
But
Yeah.
so before his last fight, he technically shouldn't have passed the test, is what he's saying.
No.
Gotcha. Wow, that is crazy, man. So and then,
God.
so when you decided to hang it up off the win, right? It was. Did you know before that fight? Hey, this is my last fight.
Nah, because I went out there and worked with Kenny Porter. I thought I was fighting Adrian Broner. I went out there for 6 months. I ain't fight nobody, and I was after sparring. It was nothing but bad.
Yeah, and the story of you in the gym, and I know you've told the story a gazillion times, but my audience probably doesn't even know about this. You were actually trained with Floyd Mayweather. You actually had a sparring match with him, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know you're not a big fan of talking about this, correct?
He's humble about it.
I ain't talking about stupid shit like that.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. But
why don't then? What's up with the exit? Why? I mean, if I can't talk about the sparring, then why can't he talk about giving me exhibition?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You did want to fight him, correct?
Yeah, let's think about that. That's the only reason why.
Yeah,
I know, he really wants it. He really wanted an expedition. That was like his dream.
Yeah. What do you think about?
What else? You ain't fighting him in real life. You might as well fight. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying if Floyd Mayweather reached out to you now, if Floyd reached out to you now, would you take an ex?
He's like a monster. He really is.
You fucking with me or what?
Man, real. I'm telling you. What do you mean?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm saying if he would come up to you right now, let him finish the question first.
Yeah, if he would come to you right now, because I know he's in talks with John Gotti's grandson.
John Gotti's a mob. Look, listen, bro. No, this ain't funny. I'm being honest with you. Look, John Gotti.
It's fine. You don't need it.
Yo, John Gotti's a good guy, right? Great guy.
Yeah.
Can't make it up. The best guy ever. You feel me? But listen. That does not make sense of Floyd Mayweather fighting John Gotti's son. How in the fuck does that, or not fighting me?
Mm-hmm. But
tell me if that makes sense.
Well, let me just say from just play devil's advocate here. Perhaps they're worried about your mental state, correct? I mean, wouldn't that be the reason?
I feel like they all have that mental state.
Okay. Nadine, let me ask you then. Would you be cool with it? Like if Floyd, I mean, it's a big bag of money, of course.
I would just let him do an expedition with Floyd because it's his dream. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Other than that, like I don't want him to do any like expeditions with like anybody else. Or I don't even really let him spar. Like sometimes we'll sneak and spar, but I don't even let him spar.
Are you not worried though? Like, would you? I mean, I understand you're letting him do whatever he wants, and you love him to death. But I'm saying, you got to be incredibly worried though, no?
You got to be incredibly able to hit me.
That's true.
I'm not no guy you hit like that. Oh God.
Yeah. You still got it. I did. I was watching you, man. I was watching you today. I was creeping in your live chat, and I saw you still have it, man. You still got that speed in you. It's like it's just in you, right? Yeah. Does that transfer? Does that transfer over into the?
He's been in street fights since he's been retired.
Really?
So I mean, if he's gonna do that, he might as well have his dream fight, right?
Yeah. So you're never gonna. This is your world, right? You're never gonna leave this world, correct? Yeah.
I ain't on the money like the money team. No, I'm not the money guy. I like the fight.
Yeah. So you think Floyd he's just dicking around then, realistically, right? It's just a circus.
I don't know.
Yeah. So if I were to ask you, this is the last question.
Very nice. It would be very, very nice for him to reach out and be like, Paul, I'll give you a fight. Whatever he would give me whatever he would say with the money for, whatever the money will be. Motherfucker, I'm not turning down shit.
Fair enough.
How about that?
Yeah.
I ain't turning nothing down.
Okay, so if Floyd was watching right now and you had a chance to speak,
I'm not turning nothing down.
All right, so that day that you did spar with him, you did beat him up though, correct?
No. We didn't beat him up. This got to him.
You said you would have knocked him out if you would have had little gloves on.
I saw it. I saw it with my own eyes. It looked like you fucked him up.
No.
And you said you had your hands down the whole 6th round when he wasn't hitting
Did you see the 6th round though? How you gonna put your hands down with the best fighter ever?
Yeah.
Talk to me about that. My hands were down in this. Look at this 6th round. My hands didn't go up. You know what that meant? It's called you. Yeah, you ain't like that. Now keep it real. You know, no. You're hard. You are hard, but you really ain't that hard.
There you go. I agree. So talk to me about you've done some crazy things. Like, and unfortunately, like if these crazy things didn't happen, who knows where you'd be right now, right? Like but life happens, right? What is the craziest thing you would say happened in your life?
I got beat by 7 police officers. You hear me? Are you listening?
Yeah.
Yes, I was listening.
On a porch, a little porch, for 3 hours straight. There is nothing crazy. My head looked like this. It was so bad. They tased me 7 times, and they tried to give me 7 aggravated. Listen, 7 aggravated assaults. How can you give me? I'm toughed up like rock. What is it? What that dude? What's the name? Ronnie. What the fuck is his name?
Rodney King.
Yeah, Rodney King.
Yeah, Rodney King.
Yeah, he got Rodney King. Motherfucker, I got Rodney King for real. They drug me down the steps. Yeah, that would be the craziest thing I ever had in my life.
So what started that sequence? Like, why would they do
I stabbed my brother because he stole my son's iPhone. And my brother ain't no easy fair one. So I had to doink him real quick. You know what I mean? Make it even. You know what I mean? And then after that, then they came in, and it was bad.
Yeah. So what was it like? Resisting? You kind of resisted a little bit, and they got physical, right?
No, I didn't resist. I didn't open the door. When I opened the door, I thought that my brother left on the ambulance. So when I opened the door, they tased me crazy.
Wow. So they didn't ask questions. They made sure. Well, they probably knew you were a fighter too, right? So they,
something on your head
that's
too.
crazy.
Yeah, they covered his head too.
Really?
That was us for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's horrific. And since we're talking about fun stories, can we talk about the story did you shoot Nadine? Like, what happened here? Well, tell me about this. I got to hear about this story.
Indian drunk.
It was a drunk story. Do you mind telling that?
I mean, anytime Paul drinks, like I was a party girl when I first met Paul.
Okay.
But once I realized, like, I didn't have like addiction in my family like that, so I never really knew. And then
never addicted.
I've abused drugs for a time in my life, but but I'm not there. But anyways. But whenever I seen him, like the way he would get, like I realized like somebody had to be sober in a situation, you know, like in the relationship. And also too, like we would be in like crazy situations. Like right before I got shot, we almost got robbed in this little bar, like a couple months or I don't remember how long before, but like, you know, and like this
motherfucker tried to roll up on me.
Yeah, had us like in a bathroom all weird. So it's like, it's just, I don't know, I just feel like like the night that he shot me, like we were basically fighting about him drinking. Like I wanted to go home, he wanted to stay drinking, and then that happened.
Let it happen.
Yeah.
No.
I wasn't mad at him for shooting me. Even like when he shot me, I was like, dude, you fucking motherfucker. Like, I can't believe you shot. I was still arguing with him, fighting with him after he shot me. And then he come over and like this other guy's putting pressure on my boobs because I couldn't breathe. So I give this guy the phone to talk to the police. And like, Paul's like coming over, like, get off my girl's boobs. Like, so he was like so out of, because he was on ecstasy too. Andy was on like a binge because I guess Leonard Doran had just canceled his rematch. So like Paul self-sabotages.
Yeah.
So he was just like on like a whole bender, and you know, he got arrested like 2 days before that for for peeing outside. And then it was just it was just like one thing after another. That the ending was me getting shot of like a whole
Where did you get shot? Where were you shot?
So I got shot in my chest. it like came right like here,
Wow.
and then it came out my boob. So
Oh my
like
God.
I used to have like 3 holes like in my boob.
This is wild. And so so you didn't press charges or anything like that, right? Because it was.
What you mean?
I was worried about. Well, I was more worried about him when I got shot than me.
It's like foreplay.
You gotta be real with that. No, like you press no charges. What you mean? Why you gonna press charges for a real one? Come on, make sense about that.
I bet you guys probably have crazy sex. I mean, you guys have a wild story over here, right? I mean, do you guys get
no? Yo, you got it fucked up, yeah.
Yeah. So you've dabbled in a lot of stuff. You had a lot of fun along the way, right? And do you still dabble in any alcohol or drugs, or are you clean?
Nah.
He smokes weed sometimes. That's what he smoked today. That's why, like, even the weed, like, you would think it would make his brain normal, but I swear it don't make his brain normal. Like, I don't know how it works for, like, Mike Tyson and them.
Yeah.
But it's not, like, you see how Paul gets, like, a little aggressive and stuff? He's only like that when he smokes. So it's like, I don't know. He might have to stop smoking weed, too.
Yeah. Yeah. I like smoking. I like weed as well. I'm a fan. I stopped alcohol completely as well. How tough was that, though, to give everything else up? I mean, that must have been rough, huh?
That's the hardest thing in the world.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing in the world harder than that.
Yeah. So you were doing everything, huh? There was nothing you weren't doing.
No.
Wow. How many years have you been
20
strong years of doing this? And so you were competing.
20. I got out of prison in 2006. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
almost 20.
Yeah, that's a long time.
So you were competing at this high level and still dabbling in all this crazy stuff, or did you stop when you were in camp and stuff like that?
No.
He used to stop at camp, but then I think his last 2 fights, he was not stopped, right? You said you were like doing drugs like the day before.
You're doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Everything is wrong. When you're doing drugs, listen, as soon as you start doing drugs, you're not a fighter no more.
Yeah.
You act like you are, there's no fighter in you. You ain't. You could act like you are. You think you got that in you, but you're not.
Isn't it crazy to look back and say, wow, even when I was doing the drugs, I still was that successful?
That shit makes me salty because it's like, wow, what the fuck is you doing? What are you crazy? What is wrong with you?
Yeah. But now everything's
okay. It's over though.
Yeah.
Listen to this. Here's why I don't care no more. No, this shit is serious.
Yeah.
I'm building these motherfuckers from the ground up. You can say what you want to say. If you want to know how to fight, and if you can fight, if you need to get better, and you have a problem, any type of problem, I don't give a fuck. You have your coach with you, your coach. Hey, look, I ain't no bad man, motherfucker. I don't need all that. Just when they see me in the corner, guess what? You better know this motherfucker fight.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, go subscribe to the YouTube channel. We got our moderators dropping it in the chat.
It's a fact.
They see it for themselves.
You know what it is?
Yeah.
This is how you got to do it. Listen, this is how you got to do it. I was a 4-round fighter. When I first started boxing, I said, fuck this shit. This is crazy. I'm in the corner. I'm in the locker room. There ain't no one here. No one gives a fuck. I said, listen, man, I looked at B. I looked at my brother. I said, look, I'm the main event. Who can fuck with me?
Yeah.
The only person that can fuck with Paul is Paul. It's Paul versus Paul.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, oh God.
I mean, a champion, you a 49-1-1. Is it true? Like that one blemish on the record,
that shit is just whatever it is.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck? I don't really give a fuck about all the look, 49-1-1. Look at my record.
Yeah.
Bro, listen.
It's crazy.
I'm a real person. I'm not a fucking jerk off. You could have put me in there with a lot of guys. I didn't get moved like that. Guess why? I was with PK. His name was PK Pacor. You can Google him. You know what I mean? Yeah, they took care of me. I'm not going to sit here and say some fucking weirdo shit. I get fight at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
You don't want to see me in the third round when you're tired.
Yeah, I tell you what,
I'm just telling you.
I believe it.
You don't want to see me in the 8th round when you're tired, because you're fucked for real.
Yeah, that cardio is very impressive. When I was going through your catalog,
it's called work.
Yeah. So how did you were just constantly training cardio, or is it genetically in you?
Oh, constantly. I know how to box.
Yeah.
I'm a boxer. I mastered my craft.
Yeah.
You know what I did? I sat there. I watched Willie Pep maybe about 180 hours. Pernell Whitaker maybe about 300 hours. Julio Cesar Chavez maybe 300 hours. De La Hoya. I watched this shit. Since 1995, I never watched nothing but boxing.
Yeah.
When I turned pro, I didn't watch nothing but boxing.
You know, and speaking of like legends of boxing, Roy Jones Jr. forwarded your book. I noticed this. And by the way, in the chat, we got it linked in a live chat. We have it in the description. Go check out his store over here. And Paul Spadafora, Fighting Till the End. Roy Jones. Tell me a little bit about Roy Jones Jr. and how you got him to sign off on this.
Think about that, though. Think about that. You can say what you want to say, but look, Roy Jones Jr. forward my book. That's what I'm saying. Everything Roy told me he was gonna do for me, he did. Now you got to remember, from 2005 until 2012, I never made no money, not $1. I was fighting 10-round fights for no money. I never got paid. You heard me?
Yeah, he lost his house.
Hey, I lost everything. You feel me? Say what you want to say. But listen, though, everything Roy said, it came true.
Yeah. Wow, huh? So, yeah, when you have a guy like him backing you and everything like that,
he's just telling the truth.
Yeah.
Anything he's saying on whatever he said right there, whatever he said, it's guaranteed. It's a fact.
Yeah. And everyone.
And guess who that's coming from?
Everyone in
pound for pound. Huh?
Yeah, no, I'm hearing you, man. Listen.
No. I want to ask you.
Oh, okay.
Pound for pound. What is pound for pound?
The pound for pound greatest. I mean, the man that could
better
compete.
Than Roy.
Who's better? Oh, geez. I tell you what, Roy's one of the best. Yeah.
In his prime, who's better than Roy?
Me personally, I love Mike Tyson. I'm a sucker for a Mike Tyson.
You like Mike Tyson? That's good.
But
listen, Roy was at 100. Listen, Roy started out at a middleweight. He said, "I'm done. If I fight Mike, I'm done."
Fight him?
He fought him in an exhibition.
Oh yeah.
But he wasn't fighting crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the chat, in the live chat, they're all saying Robinson, Floyd.
What do you want to say?
When people say Floyd, what do you think about that? When they say Floyd, what do you think?
Listen to this. Decades of fucking being pound for pound.
Mm-hmm. Is it true? Is it true that Floyd turned you down because of the one loss? Is that true or is that false?
No, I think Floyd turned me down because he's a sucker. Because I don't think he wants me to get no money. That's all.
Yeah.
Like, why would you want me to get money? No, keep it real. I'm not doing that shit. No.
Yeah.
He didn't want me to get $1. Why would you give me $1? Man, let this motherfucker get broke. Be broke. Come on, man. I'm just being honest.
No, I appreciate your honesty. I do. And you have every reason to be honest. I mean, the footage is out there, so you have every reason to be honest.
Think about it.
I want to hear a little bit about Nadine was bringing up something about the Southpaw movie and the storyline of that. Is that parallel? Do you find that parallel to your life story?
Well, I'm going to tell you something. I was in the rehab, right?
With the mob wife people.
With the people that made
it was like a celebrity rehab.
Yeah, made the rehab. Yeah. But listen, though, that's
and they had
cool.
Harvey Weinstein connections.
I don't know. All I know is...
And they flew Paul to the Poconos, and he told his story on 2 different occasions.
Yeah.
And then they interviewed my son. They filmed the movie in Pittsburgh. If you Google Paul Spadafora inspirational video, there's a video of Paul running up a pair of steps in the dark, and there's a gym. He's working out because he's coming back for his comeback.
All good, though.
And in the movie, Jake runs up the same steps and works out in the same gym. And they lost custody of it. He lost custody of his daughter. We lost custody of our son. Like I grew up in group homes because I was like a runaway. The girl was a group home person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he was even hanging out with some of the actors, like in the movie.
I got it on.
Yeah, he said it's on like YouTube. Like they were all in a club one time and this and that. His baby's mom's
okay.
Other baby's dad worked at dude's corner.
Hey, listen to this. Listen to this. People like that, when you do the wrong thing, they get paid back.
It's just so messed up.
Who the fuck are you to do the wrong thing?
And then if you Google the movie, it says it's about Eminem and his
all you gotta do is keep
rap
it real.
career or
You
something.
already know. You ain't like that. You're not. You're a liar. You're doing the wrong thing. And guess who's going to pay you back? You can't beat the law.
Harvey Weinstein raped
You're going to get caught
but
slipping.
not physically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a fact. Like, I would love to confront Harvey one day. Like, I would love to.
Wow.
Like, I think it's so messed up that they could do that.
That's cool, though. Whatever they got.
That movie made so much money. It's like, why wouldn't you just, like, you know what I mean, give him the credit he deserves? And me, too, because when you watch the movie, like, the things did happen to us that are in the movie, and it's like, not the same things, but some of the some things. You know what I mean?
Is this all in the book?
No, I want to tell you something.
It's in the book. It says that.
I want to tell you guys something real quick.
Yeah.
I'm not doing. I don't know. I'm doing this. I'm having fun. I'm laughing. I'm enjoying myself. But you ain't got to worry about nothing. I'm a boxing trainer. I live in Las Vegas, and if you don't see me in a real fight, you can shoot me. In the next 5 years, you heard me?
With his fighters.
Oh God,
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring them up like that.
That's awesome. I see the kids in your gym, and they're young, they're hungry. Yeah, they're looking to get going. How are you finding these kids? They're just showing up at your garage? And
Houston, they text me, they write us, on, they DM us.
I'm gonna start going down. I'm gonna start going down Top Rank too and working.
Awesome.
Because I'm allowed to go down Top Rank. I'm gonna go down there and work.
Yeah. You
Bring my
clearly.
fighters down there. I'll bring Dino down there. I'll bring
This
Dino
is our
down there
son.
and turn everything out.
Say hi.
I'll bring that guy
Nice to
down
meet
there.
you.
This guy right here, and he'll make everything a little different.
Future champ, right there. How old's your son?
19.
19. And he's looking to jump into the same world? He wants to fight?
He goes back and forth.
Yeah. Wait, is he still there? I want to ask him a couple questions.
He's eating my salad. That's what he does.
Hey, bud, what's your name, man?
Gino.
Gino, nice to meet you, man. And your dad, so your dad being the Pittsburgh Kid, right? And having this legendary career and bigger than life. Like, what do you got to say about your pop?
He's the best.
Yeah.
Better. On God. He's really like just different. I've never met anyone that's like my dad. On God.
Yeah, he seems like a cool guy. And now with you boxing and stuff like that, is it like big shoes to fill when you have your dad be like this?
Yeah, no. But at the same time, I feel like I can do whatever I want to do. My dad never. It's not like my dad's ever like. You feel me?
Yeah.
I guess like how other people look at me, then yeah, I guess like how somebody else would view me. But to me, it's not really like that.
That's kind of cool. So you can just come and go as you please. You hang out with your friends. You stay out of trouble, or?
Yeah, I've been staying out of trouble.
Yeah. Your dad got in all the trouble for you, right?
Yeah. Lessons off my dad.
Yeah. And so you think about getting into fighting, or you just kind of doing it as a hobby? Like, what are you doing with that?
I definitely want to make money off of it. Sure.
Mm-hmm. There you go. And so
I got some licks off of boxing. I definitely will.
Sure. Well, now you got like influencer boxing and stuff like that. Paul, what do you think about that when you have the people online fighting each other?
Influencer boxers are like this. That's what I say to influencer boxers.
I agree.
Why do I have to laugh?
Yeah, it's annoying, right? As a real boxer, it's got to drive you nuts.
Man, how are you going to make way more money than I made? I spent my life boxing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm talking about my whole life. You know what I'm saying? And you're making all these. I'm like, why the fuck does that happen?
Yeah. So what would you?
It's amazing. It's amazing. But like Mike. But it's easy for Mike to say. It's easy for Mike to say. It's good for him to be in his boy. It's good, motherfucker. You got a couple million. You got millions of dollars. How hard is it to say that though? How are you gonna say that a guy like Jake Paul should be getting paid like that? How could you say that?
So what is
Please tell me.
I agree. I completely agree. What do you think about Jake's skill as a boxer? Is he just a joke, or you think he's
learning? No, he's learning. He's getting better. He wants it bad enough. He's hard. He can fight. He can fight a good hard. I mean, he can fight a good hard 6-round fighter.
Yeah. And what does your son think of Jake Paul? Is he a fan?
I don't know.
I never really watched him growing up, but he's all right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
he never grew up.
No, I'm talking about like on his YouTube. Like I never really watched his YouTube videos.
Yeah. Well, you watch him fight though.
Yeah, I'd be looking at some. I don't really watch him fight, but like I'd be looking at who he fights because it's kind of like everywhere. It's not like he's getting paid because how good he is or who he is. It's all about just because how much people are tuning in. They literally he's not getting paid off.
See, I ain't down with this.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting paid off his skill.
Yeah, I ain't down.
Obviously, if he was getting paid off his skill, he'd get $200 a fight. Just like how everyone starts out. You know?
What'd you say?
If he was getting paid,
what did you say?
If he was getting paid off his skill, he'd get paid $200 a fight.
He said if he was getting paid off his skill, he's getting paid $200 a fight. He said that, not me.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how everyone starts.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you about with the boxing world with the corruption. Like judging is weird. There's a lot of shady stuff going on. Did you find anything along your career that you're like, hey, this is not right?
Yeah.
I really think on God, I swear to God, I think that I beat Leonard Dorn, but that's me. There's a lot of things that I've seen. Let me tell you, let me fix this one real good. When Richard Steele stopped the Julio Cesar Chavez versus Mildred Taylor fight in the last seconds of the fight, that's when I said, fuck that. He ain't no cop. He wants to really help a motherfucker. Because I look at referees like they're cops.
Yeah, well, it is weird. It does seem like sometimes the refs are in the pocket. Have you noticed that? Like refs were kind of favoring your opponent in some fights?
They're always looking to do the wrong thing.
Huh. Yeah,
you feel me?
Yeah.
But Richard Steele, he didn't do the wrong thing. He stopped that fight because Mildred Taylor was getting killed.
Yeah.
When I tell you murdered, he didn't know how many seconds was left. He was going off of what he's seen. I watched that fight probably 1 million times, maybe 1 million times. That motherfucker was getting killed. He died that night. He lost his soul that night.
What about you? All those fights, whether amateur, professional, was there ever a time where you're in the middle of a fight like, what am I doing with my life? Have you ever thought that, or you just love it?
Nah.
Yeah.
No, what am I doing? I'm doing everything that I love to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I always found it fascinating because you're getting into a ring with another man in his shorts, right? And you got these big gloves on, you're beating each other in the head, right? If you think about it, it's kind of a crazy thing, right? The UFC, they get locked in a cage, you're getting in this ring. Like, has there ever been a moment?
You know what the only difference is? Listen.
Yeah.
I know. And the only thing I don't want to be taking no backlashes, but imagine doing this. I go back to the corner. You know how many times I wanted to go back to the corner and go like this?
What do you mean? Just tap out? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I want to quit. I refuse to do that.
Yeah.
It's called refuse to do that.
Do you go, like when you're fighting, right? Do you go to that dark place? Do you like inside?
I just go to live or die.
Yeah. So So you basically you look across the ring and you say,
you live or die, but
Yeah.
you got to train for that.
yeah. How do you get to that mentality? Like, what would you, if someone were to ask you, how do I get myself to that mental state?
Well, you just gotta get up whenever you don't want. What did Mike say? Mike said, you gotta do something that you don't like you love it.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, you've been through a lot of shit, but you've been able to do what you love your entire career. That's a blessing. If you think, I mean, crazy stuff has happened, but you're still blessed if you think about it, right?
Yeah. When you see what you see, I know we're talking. I ain't probably whenever you see what I'm about to do here, I got years. I'm 48 years old. What do you mean? My trainer was 67. He made a world champion. What the fuck mean? It don't matter. It takes time. I don't care. I'm with the long. I'm in it for the long haul.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome, man. It's pretty wild, you know, to speak to someone like you that had that success, a champion, and now you're going to train the younger generation to be champions.
And put the knowledge in them.
Yeah.
Because these motherfuckers don't want to listen.
Yeah. You got a beautiful family, too. I mean, everything's going well now. You're not going to shoot Nadine again, right? That's done?
No, he might shoot me.
And how many kids do you have?
Probably 100.
That you know of.
I got 4.
Yeah. Did you play around a lot when you were, you know, a pro boxer? Do you like the ladies?
Yes.
You birds fly?
Yeah. So, I mean, now I'm thinking, okay, so when you were single or when you were playing the field and after a big fight, you get your hand raised. What was an after party like?
I don't know. They would be in my locker room.
Really? So what's going on? They're doing all crazy. Is your son still there? I don't know. Can he hear this or?
What do you mean? Gino loves these
He
stories.
already know.
Yeah.
Get out the room.
Yeah. Mom, get out of here. So they'd be in the locker room. So what would happen?
Pimping's easy for him.
I wish I was that old.
Yeah.
I wish I was this old.
Hey, bro. Pimping's easy for him.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, well, good-looking family over here, sure. So what would happen? After a fight, you would have them ready in the locker room waiting for you?
Nah, I have nobody ready.
Okay.
I'm going back to the locker room. I'm doing my thing.
You said there was girls waiting for you.
Yeah.
They're in the locker room. And that's it.
Wait, how did they get there? Who got them there?
I have no idea. I don't know. I'm going back to the locker room.
So you're going back. You're like, okay, that was crazy. And then you're looking around and there's beautiful women there, you're saying?
No, I just walked in the locker room. One time I walked in the locker room like this, G. I walked in the locker room like this, look. I walked in and she's like, oh, I'm in the wrong one. She's like, no, it's the right one.
What?
I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, it is? Okay.
So you're saying you walked into the locker room, they were completely naked.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Wow. Many girls or one girl?
A couple girls.
What the fuck, Paul? What's going on? Is this in the book too, or?
He's gonna want it bad enough.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. So my God. So did you like to go out and party? Did you go to clubs and bars and stuff like that, or what was your choice to party?
I would go to the club and shut the fucking club down.
Yeah.
I'd give them a couple bands, and guess what? They would stay open until I was ready to leave.
And especially in Pittsburgh. I mean, you were pretty much you probably ran it over there, right?
Listen. I'm from the hood.
Yeah.
I ain't from the you know what I mean? Yeah, everybody I fuck with is like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We would shut the bar down and shit like that.
Wow, that's awesome. And do you keep touch with any people from back in the day, or you?
Everybody.
Yeah, that's awesome, huh? So look at that. So people that you went up with. What about your coaches and stuff like that? They're still around?
For sure.
Yeah.
Tommy's on. PK's dead. PK's dead. Jesse's right around the corner. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
Listen. Listen real quick. Why would you not be the people that treated you good? What would you do? You gotta be with them.
Yeah. Well, friendships, like some friendships will last forever and are bigger than family, right?
Especially when they know you'll give your ass for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But not a lot of motherfuckers are going to give their ass for them.
Yeah.
You know what
absolutely.
I mean? They say they ain't going to do this. Oh, I'm never going to do this. I'll never do this. They get pulled over next thing you know. They do that. Yeah. Nah, I'm one of them. Yeah.
You know, you say give your ass to them, and I think of a bunch of jokes. I'm not going to say them, but if in jail, what was like crazy stuff? I mean, you've been in and out of jail throughout your life. Like, what was the craziest thing you've seen in jail?
Man. I try to help you. Are you listening now?
I've been listening the whole time. You're fantastic.
Okay, listen. The white boy came on the block, right? You listening?
Yep.
So my natural reaction, white boy he's on the block. So you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? He's on the block from my neighborhood. You hear me?
So you ran into someone you knew in jail?
Yeah.
Okay.
I tell him, I said, I got all the extra shit. The soap, the blah, you know, just like the hygiene type shit. They call block in. Time to go to the belt. We got to go to the cell. I go to the cell. I see my homie, Street. I see my man, Streets. He's walking down. He pulls up on the dude who just came on the block. He gave him all that shit. I couldn't believe that shit. He gave him the hygiene, the thing. I'm talking about an hour later, man. You hear me? An hour later, when they called block out, there was shit all over the bathroom. No. He's asked me a question. I'm keeping it real.
Okay, so
look,
I'm so if you could explain this a little better, because I'm kind of losing you here. So what do you mean there's shit all over?
Don't lose me.
I'm always lost.
Yeah.
I'm with you though. I'm hanging in here because I'm interested to know what happened here. So wait, what did he do to this guy?
Okay, listen. So I told this motherfucker, I said, listen, I got you. You ain't got to worry about your toothpaste, your hygiene, your deodorant, your lotion. I got you, dog.
Yeah.
Don't worry, but don't take nothing from nobody. You heard me?
Yeah.
Listening? They call block in. Boom, we lock in. We're fucked for like 2 hours. I see my boy. He got 180 years. That motherfucker ain't never getting out. You heard me?
Yeah.
He's working the block. He pulls up on him, asks him, comes back with the same shit. Dude accepts it, and guess what? That's his pussy now.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay. There we go. Wow.
You know what I mean?
So, oh my God. So this was like a repetitive thing that happened, or was this a one-time horrible?
Nah, I seen it one time.
Oh my God, dude.
That's his pussy now.
No one tried that. No one tried that shit with you, right? Well, I gotta ask. No? You ever dropped the soap or no? It never happened, right? No, okay. I'll move on.
That's good. That's good. You feel like that. That's good.
Yeah, I'm just messing with you, Paul.
I like to fuck.
Yeah. I don't blame you. Wait, did you have any prison pussy of your own?
Listen. Don't drop the soap with me, pimp. Yeah, hard ass motherfucker. Yeah. Oh God.
I shouldn't.
On everything. Don't get all crazy and act crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Paul, I got to say this. You probably are the best interview I've ever had on this show. I just want to let you know that, okay?
Thank you.
You have been fantastic. You've been an open book. You're just full of stories. And I appreciate your honesty, man. I appreciate you being open and honest with us. It's been a pleasure talking to you. So now this book, Fighting Till the End, okay? We have more stories, I'm sure, right? Like this is a big book over here. Why should people run out and get it? Why
wouldn't they? If you're interested in what I'm talking about, that's it.
That's it. And the YouTube channel, are you going live tonight?
Oh, no. They're done working.
Okay, cool. So yeah, and we're gonna drop the YouTube channel link in the chat. You can get his book. There's a link in the live chat as well.
So much.
And Paul, man, you have a beautiful family. You got a crazy story. You're always welcome back on.
Listen. Man, don't play with me like that.
I want to smoke weed with you. Yeah, I want to get together next time I'm in Vegas. I want to hit you up and smoke some weed.
No question. Make sure you do that. Do the right thing.
Yeah.
Do the right thing.
Do you smoke weed with your son? Do you guys get high together?
Fuck no.
No. I was like,
do I smoke weed with my son? Am I a jack off?
All right, so you're not.
I'm a fucking jerk off. You think I am a jack off? I'm smoking weed with my son. He's laughing and shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Do the right thing, man.
You're a good dad.
Do the right thing. I'll holler at you, man. Do the right thing.
Paul, you're a good dad. You're a good man. I think we lost Paul. All right, there he is. Wow. I'm out of here too. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. That was amazing. That was absolutely amazing. What do you guys think about that? Oh my God, dude. Oh boy. Let's get rid of this. Wow, what an appearance. Who would have thought the smoking weed with your son question was going to be the one that got rid of him? all those other questions, and that was the one. Paul's a great guy, man. Cool dude. Definitely got to chat with Paul again soon. Let's do this over here. Let's do that. All right. Wow, what do you guys think about that? That was something else. What an appearance. Paul Spadafora is a man that's 1-0. Excuse me, 1-1 as a professional boxer. There are videos out of him with Floyd Mayweather. They sparred back in the day, and there was a story about how he messed up Floyd in sparring. And it was a 6-round thing. It's a whole thing on YouTube. We dropped it in Discord, and you can just Google Spadafora and Mayweather, and you'll see it for yourself. And according to people on the internet, they said that Floyd didn't want to fight him because he had a blemish on his record. Like, he wanted to fight, for the big bag and this and that. He wanted undefeated fighters, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, if you messed him up in sparring, we could, there was a lot of risk to fighting Paul. Paul's a G, and he's still doing it. He's on his YouTube channel. If you could drop it in the chat again, I appreciate it. He goes live with the kids, and he shows his training. He shows him and his wife training. And there's so many stories to be told in his book. So go check out his book, support him, go to his YouTube channel, say the MMA-Holes sent you. I thoroughly enjoyed that. What a conversation with a legend in the boxing game. I want to know in the chat what you thought, and also in the comment section, if you were watching the replay, let me know what you think there. Hit the like button, share this stream, because this is different than what we usually do. But sometimes I get a little selfish. I'm like, I want to talk to this guy, so we're going to have him on. I loved it. I love talking to him. I want to know in the chat what you thought. We got a donation here.
Wonderful.
Paul versus Floyd after Gotti. Let's go. D-Man.
Spadafora is the person Chael Sonnen emulates when he does his character.
You guys think he's yes. I don't know. I don't think you could mimic Paul, man. I don't think you could mimic him. He's one of a kind. That was awesome, especially after some gay shit a few weeks ago on the channel. Some gay, I don't even know what you're talking. What are you talking about, Brandon? Kazat, thank you for being a member for 27 months. He says, "On God, you feel me?" Yeah. All right. What an appearance. That was great. I had fun with that. I hope you guys had fun as well. Like I said, go check out his YouTube channel. Subscribe to him over there. And let's see what we got in the chat before we get going. By the way, the UFC is this weekend. PFL's this weekend. And we'll probably do a combo stream for that. Do the right thing. I thought he was crazy and possible a head case. So Mr. Squishy, he spoke about it. If you came in a little bit late, he spoke about like he has CT. There's no day, and he was high too on top of it. But he does. I mean, there's studies being done on him, you know, about the brain size and stuff like that, the swelling, and I mean, he spoke about not only the boxing career, which I mean, that's a lot of times to get in a ring, the 90 amateur fights and the 50 professional, like that's nuts. That's crazy. On top of him getting beaten down like Rodney King on his porch, and all the other crazy stuff that happened. So I mean, this guy's got some life, and they need to make a movie. He said that Southpaw, they ripped off his story and put it out there with Jake Gyllenhaal. There are similarities, and that's kind of crazy when Nadine came in and said those things. It's wild. Hopefully they make a Spadafora movie. I mean, dude, there's so much to be told. I mean, it would be a trilogy. It's nuts. Or maybe a TV series, like a Netflix documentary or something. How do you make friends with another man as an adult? It feels gay to ask to swap numbers. I mean, that's weird. What the fuck kind of comments? What? I don't know how to respond to that. Jacked?
He was jacked.
Thank you, Crew Chimp. Appreciate you, man. He looks like Robert De Niro in Taxi. Yeah, he's a badass, man. He's a badass. Cam needs to watch the movie I Love You, Man. Wonderful, wonderful. Dude's a fucking warrior. I agree, man. Legend. Hopefully I didn't offend him. I mean, I don't know. I had fun with him. I hope he had a good time. But anyway, guys and gals of the chat, I want to thank you for stopping by. Like I said, share the stream out on social media. Say you want to see a wild interview, check this out if you're a combat sports fan. I mean, I don't understand. I don't know how you would not love that interview. Share away, like away, and don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA hole. Good night, guys.